Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be putting all my Lattafa fragrances on a tier list. So let's get into that. But first, I just want to say, if you want to sample any of my fragrances, please check out my fragrance sampling website, top link in the description. Also, I'm a little bit sick, so if I sound weird, that's why. Alright, so the first fragrance I'm going to be ranking on this list is Lattafa's Vintage Radio. This is an Initio Paragon cologne, and it's a really nice cologne. It has a nice juicy, bright plum note with some really nice woods in the base. I think it's really nice, very bright, very good, very underrated too. When I first got it, I wasn't a huge fan, but after a little while, it's gotten stronger. It lasts like 10 hours, projects really well. This gets compliments, very versatile, nice and clean. I really like this. This is gonna go right into the A tier. All right, next up I have Rom's Silver. This is an ultra male clone, and this is one of the better ultra male clones out there. It's only like $20, and it gets really close. It gets that nice fruity smell, that like pear, strawberry, apple kind of smell, with the nice vanilla and the slight cinnamon, while keeping that nice lavender Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male DNA kind of aspect with it. And I really enjoy this. It lasts like 7 or 8 hours. Really nice. This is going to slide right into B tier. Just a really great fragrance, especially for the price. All right, next up I have Lattafa Camera Kawa. So this has that Lattafa Camera sort of smell profile. Cinnamon, vanilla, praline, dates. Really nice, slightly boozy. But this adds a nice coffee accord to it. But my only issue is that that coffee accord is only present in the first like 15-20 minutes to me. The dry down is pretty much identical to the original, in my opinion. And this fragrance does not last quite as long. It doesn't project quite as well as the original either. Only lasts like 8 hours and projects moderately, compared to the original lasts like 10 to 12 and projects pretty well. So this fragrance is just going to go right into A tier for me. Very solid fragrance, especially for the price. Next up I have Lattafa Liam Gray. This is a clone of Gris Charnel by BDK. And this is really nice. This is just a nice smooth iris fig woody fragrance. Has a nice almost powdery profile with that nice fruitiness from the fig. I really enjoy this. This is a mature man's signature, very versatile. Smells very nice. I really enjoy this. It lasts like 8 hours and has pretty average performance, I'm not gonna lie, but for like 20 something bucks, this is terrific. I really enjoy this, and this is going to go into A tier. Next up I have Eternal Oud by Lattafa. This is a Grand Soir clone, and it's pretty accurate. This has a slightly kind of powdery, more powdery nuance to it, but it's pretty much mainly just like vanilla and amber with a slight powdery tinge to it. That's pretty much all it is. Really nice, pretty accurate. It's kind of soft projecting, lasts like 8 hours, but really nice. It's definitely a more mature fragrance too, but for what it is, it's great. B tier fragrance. Next up I have Lattafa's Al Neshama Caprice. This is a clone of YSL's La Nuit de l'Homme Bleu Electrique. It's really nice. This is a very prominent cardamom note with just a really nice, fresh, almost aquatic smoothness to it. I really enjoy this. Great signature. This is pretty subtle when it comes to performance though. I wish it lasted longer and I wish it projected more. Only around like 6 hours, but it's really nice. It captures that La Nuit de l'Homme DNA really well, and honestly I think it makes all those kind of redundant. This is really good, and it's going to slide right into the top of B tier. Next up I have Lattafa's Cadeau Frisson. This is the second cheapest fragrance in my whole collection. And this just smells amazing. It's a nice, bright, juicy pineapple with a nice kind of smoky, woody, Creed Aventis kind of aspect to it. And also a really nice kind of Baccarat Rouge saffron aspect to it as well. I really enjoy this. This is like life of the party, tropical vibes, like 6-7 hours longevity, projects pretty moderately. But this is only like 17 bucks. And for that reason alone, A tier fragrance for me. This is great. This is so good, especially for the price. The next fragrance is Lattafa's Boreal Oud for Honor and Glory. This is terrific. Let me just say right now, this is an S tier fragrance. This is pineapple creme brulee, some vanilla, some spices. It's really like a pineapple creme brulee with some kind of like cinnamony vanilla in the dry down. So good. This is very unique, very gourmand, and I love it. Lasts like 8 hours with strong projection. Really good. This is terrific, and honestly women could wear this too if you really wanted to, but I do think it leans a little bit more masculine. Next up, my second most favorite fragrance in my entire collection, you already know, Lattafa Camera, S tier, need I say more, cinnamon, vanilla, dates, praline, boozy, awesome, Christmas in a bottle. This is terrific, lasts like 10-12 hours, projects great, compliment getter. This has been my signature this winter, and I do not regret it at all. I love this fragrance so much. This is so good. Next up, I have Lattafa's Assad Zanzibar. This fragrance disappointed a lot of people, and I think it's very polarizing. You know, it's a kind of powdery, creamy iris mixed with pineapple and coconut, but like a coconut water. It just doesn't really go too well together. It's nice, fresh, clean. It just has that really interesting iris and coconut mixture that doesn't really work too well in this fragrance. It's very polarizing. I think it's alright. It smells kind of like sunscreen, but I think it's just going to slide in a D tier, honestly. And in Lattafa, this is not one of their best fragrances, but there are definitely some people that will love this. Next is Lattafa's Confidential Private Gold. This is really cheap, like 15 bucks. This is a Tiziana Terenzi Kirke cologne, which basically just smells like Herba Pura. It's just Herba Pura plus peach, pretty much. Just really, really fruity, pretty feminine. Peach, strawberry, candy, with a little tiny bit of soapy vanilla. But that's about it. This is also going to go in D tier. This isn't really my favorite, and I'm probably never going to wear it, and I never really have. Next up is Lattafa's Fakar Black. This is a really solid clone of YSL YEDP. Super nice, just clean. Green apple, sage, lavender, cedar. Just super duper nice. Great versatile fragrance for like 20 something bucks. Very, very, very close to YSL YEDP. Pretty average performance also. So you're getting just a really solid all around fragrance with this. This is going to slide in right near the top of B tier. Next up is Lattafa's Ishq Al Shayuk Silver. This is a 1 million Lucky clone with an added pineapple note. And this is really, really nice. Pineapple, apple, bergamot off the opening. Really nice fruitiness. And then as you dry down, you're getting a nice nutty vanilla. And it's just really, really pleasing. This is very nice. 40 bucks, lasts 8+ hours, projects really well. This is just going to slide in right under Fakar Black, in my opinion, in the B tier. Next up is Lattafa's Boreal Oud for Glory. This is a Oud for Greatness clone, and it's pretty good. Just a really nice, deep, spicy, woody, oudy fragrance. A little bit of saffron in there. Almost smells similar to like Parfums de Relais Hautaine mixed with Carlisle. To me, it's not really my style, but there is definitely somebody out there for this fragrance. Only 30 bucks, pretty accurate to Oud for Greatness as well. It's alright, you know, for me, I'm going to give it a D tier because it's not really my style. But there are definitely people out here that this is going to be like an S tier fragrance for, especially for like 30 bucks. Next up is Lattafa's Assad. My bottle is actually broken, so that's what the inside looks like if you haven't seen it before. But this is a Dior Sauvage Elixir clone. Very accurate. It was really nice. This was my ex's favorite fragrance, and it's so good. Just pure spiciness, you know, cinnamon, nutmeg, intense, like Middle Eastern spices. Like you open a spice cabinet in the opening, and then as it dries down, you get a nice iris, a little bit of coffee, and then a nice deep vanilla, woody base that just rounds this fragrance out terrifically. I like this better than Dior Sauvage Elixir. Lasts like 10 hours, great projection. And this is just terrific. I have to slide it at the top of A tier. And lastly, I have Lattafa's Amir Al Oud. This fragrance is pretty good. It's a By the Fireplace clone, pretty accurate. It has that deep, like, smoky, woody oud smell with a sugar note that makes it smell kind of like marshmallows. This is very strong as well, 10-12 hours longevity with very strong projection. My only gripe with this is that this smells like incense to a lot of people, and it kind of is a little bit off-putting too. It's very, very strong, very, very loud. And that is some people's style, but that's not really my style. So for that reason, this is going to have to go at the end of B tier. Really solid, very loud, very accurate to By the Fireplace. And it smells great to me, but to others it doesn't. And as much as I'd like to ignore it, other people's opinions do matter. So Amir Al Oud is going to go at the end of B tier. That is going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you want to sample any fragrance in my collection, please check out my fragrance sampling website. Top link in the description. But that's all. Catch you on the next one. Bye.